Hi, everyone. My name is Jackie Murray. I'm your guide teacher for this class, the MTI 563 on the differentiated teacher. I'm excited to join you in this. I'm looking forward to learning from you your ideas on how you differentiate in your classroom, on issues you've had with it or questions you might have that you can share with the rest of us. My background, just a quickie, is I have been teaching K through 18, so preschool, even infant care for about 3 weeks, through grad school for about 25 years. So I have a good gamut of how kids learn, grow up, and figure out different ways to teach different types of learners. A teacher author. I've written over 100 tech ed resources, including a K through 8 technology curriculum, K through 8 keyboard curriculum, a K through 8 digital citizenship curriculum, as well as more focused topics like coding and robotics, different resources on those topics. So I very much love technology. I love what it's done for education. It's a passion of mine. So this class, just to start with, differentiation in the classroom means we're meeting students where they are most capable of learning. We're not telling them this is how you're going to learn and making them adapt to us. We're adapting to their style, and in that way it helps them learn better, have more fun at it. It is not an extra layer of work. You'll see that as we go through this. I'm not asking you to make 10 lesson plans to accommodate 10 different learning styles. That's not what differentiation is, though it has a very bad rap as being just that. You're going to find in this class it's not. It's much easier than that. It's more of a habit of mind for both teacher and student than it is you slaving over a lesson plan book all weekend. You'll learn granular approaches to infusing differentiation into all of your lesson plan, whether you're a Common Core school or not, or IB school, whatever you are. They'll fit in with your lesson planning. It's a hands-on interactive class. You'll find we deal in a variety of types of learning modalities: visual, audio, video, mind maps, infographics, graphic organizers, charts and tables, screenshots, screencasts, images, games and simulations, web tools, a whole bunch of things. And if I missed one and you say, this is the topic and I can really teach it well with Minecraft, I'm all for it. You just convince me it does it and we're off and running, because that's what it's about. You want your students to do that. We teach it. Our classroom is Canvas. So if you're not familiar with Canvas, take a little while to browse around the classroom just to look at different things. You'll find all of the activities, videos, lesson plans, ebooks, articles, everything you need for the class are right here. You don't have to go collect them somewhere else or click through links or anything like that. They're all right here for you. I expect your work to be evidence-based, your projects, your quizzes, the virtual meetings we have. You'll be required to attend weekly virtual meetings. Most of it is self-paced, self-driven. But once a week, we're going to meet as a group in a virtual meeting, and it'll be on some virtual platform I start with. It's going to be Google Hangouts at first, and then we'll move to some others after that. I'll probably ask one of you to run one. Hopefully we have time for that, so that you can get comfortable doing that. So you'll leave that having a whole 3 or 4 different platforms that you can use for virtual meetings, for tutoring, for snow days, for those types of things with your students. You're going to learn by doing, not by watching. So don't expect to sit back and at the meeting to kind of listen to other people talk. I'm going to call you out and I want you to contribute. Maybe your experiences, because we learn a whole lot from what other people didn't do right, worked and didn't work. Try, fail, revise, redo, just as we ask our students to. That's what I want you to do. Always ask questions. You can ask them of me, of each other, whatever. But ask questions, clarify, and move on. Okay, the objectives are to use technology to differentiate for student learning styles. It's a tool. Understand how differentiating content and presentation engages a great proportion of learners. So rather than just lecturing, how great is it if you play a video or they get engaged in a game. You want to ensure that the outcome of student learning demonstrates understanding. So if you see students are engaged in a learning style that doesn't result in understanding, then you try a different approach. That's differentiation. It's noticing that and then picking a different way to do it. You'll vary assignments to address all learners' needs. You'll create an inclusive learning environment in your classroom so that all students feel like this works for them. What the objectives are not is that I teach, you watch. You are not a passive learner in this class. You can't just sit back and read the materials and do the project and take the test and be done. We don't work that way. I don't want you to stay in your comfort zone. I want you to push yourself outside of it. As a result, I don't grade you for the fact that you tried something and failed at it. I grade you for the fact that you didn't try. You stayed, you did something you knew you did well and then didn't try something else. So don't be afraid to try something and not succeed at it. That's not what this is about. That's what we want our students to do, to push outside and try things and then go, oh, well, that didn't work, but here's why. I don't want you ever to feel like you can't do something. That's when you'll ask questions. You'll say, this is what I've tried. What do I do next? Okay, so the Canvas classroom, we have three main areas in it: the syllabus, announcements, and assignments. So let me go into that for a minute. When you're in your classroom, it's going to look something like this. So this is the syllabus page. Description, objectives, grading, always important to students. But if you go down there below the fold, you come to this great spot here that has all the different topics. So you can see you have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. They're all right here. This is all you go through in each week. Three things. One is the reading material, differentiating with audio and video. So let me click through on that. You'll see in this week 1 that this is our topic, differentiating with audio and video. The top of the screen, you have the whole video stream. You have 20 videos that you'll be watching. Not all of them, you'll get choices, but in MTI 563. So here's your stream. When you're asked to view a video, you're always going to come back to this. So here's the articles you'll read. And here it says 1. So you'll pick one of these articles. And then you'll go down and review one lesson plan of these 3. Pick the ones that work for your purposes. That's why I offer you so many, because everyone's different. I'm differentiating for your needs. You pick the one that works for your learning group. Watch 2 videos. Looks like there's only 2 listed, so you'll have to watch both of those. And then test 2 to 4 of the web tools that you previewed. And then the next, when you finish that material, you want it finished in time to participate in the virtual meeting with your classmates. You'll have the discussion questions. You'll have, you'll know where it is. Week 1, like I said, will be a Google Hangout. You'll probably get an email with a link for that. You'll click the link and join it. And after that, there'll be different ways. And then the quiz at the end. So let's go and look at, we're going to go back to the syllabus. And we were on this. So we were on this, so let's look at our weekly topics. And here is the questions you'll answer here. And then if I go back one more time, you'll see what the quiz for this particular week is. It's a quiz or a project, so this is a project. We'll call it a quiz because, it's because it's graded as a quiz. So you'll work with a partner. If you can't find a partner for some reason, you can do this one by yourself. And you'll complete this project. And that's how they'll all work, right along those lines. So you'll have the reading material, the research you'll do. You'll have, down here, visual for week 2. Then you'll have the virtual meeting and the questions you'll do there. And then you'll have the quiz or the project, whatever that happens to be for that week. Okay. One more point about the virtual meeting, the weekly virtual meeting. you'll, at the first week of class, I'll put out a poll, probably on that self-assessment spreadsheet. And it'll ask you, when's the best time for you to meet in this virtual meeting? It'll be Saturday or Sunday, unless for some reason everyone agrees those are bad times and we can come with a weekday that works. Morning or afternoon, I'll have some time frames there. It's about an hour. So you'll need to set aside about an hour for this. So I'll have you vote on that. So be looking for that. I think we kind of covered the rest of what's going to happen at the virtual meeting. Ready to interact with classmates. This is definitely an interactive, collaborative meeting. Don't expect that you're going to sit back and listen to people. You're going to engage with them. Plan on sharing your teaching experiences with everyone. Another important point is I want you to bring one question with you that you had about the classroom materials. It might be about the materials. It might be about how it applies to your particular situation that you can ask of the people in the class. So we'll field that. We'll get everyone's ideas on that as we're going through it. Okay, time commitment. Good topic. The weekly materials, I try to keep them at an hour or two, not much longer, because I know you're all busy. You're all trying to do this in the middle of your teaching schedule and probably being parents and family members also. So an hour or two. The weekly quiz or project will also be an hour or two. It just depends upon how you work. So I can't be more specific than that. The virtual meeting will be about an hour, depending upon how many people there are. Even if we have a lot of people, I want to keep it close to an hour because I know your time, especially on weekends, is extremely valuable. So we don't want to make it longer. So if anything, I'd probably drop questions out rather than make it longer. And completing the self-assessment, you'll see when you click on the link, it's a spreadsheet, and all you do is click off the topics that you finished. It's that simple. So don't, it's going to be a few minutes. That's all it takes to do that. It looks something like this. So you can see the heading, you'll just check it off as you're going through it. And that really is about it. If you have questions, get in touch with me at askatechteacher@gmail.com. I'm happy to help you any way I can, answer questions, direct you places, even help you figure out different tools. All right, guys. I'm really looking forward to working with you. Okay, have a great time, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.